I can lift heavy rocks. Can you?
Well, if I had a long enough lever and a pivot point, theoretically I could lift very big rocks.
What's a pivot point?
You're not too bright, are you?
No, I'm a human being.
Please don't.
Okay, want to propagate the species?
Not if you're the only man on Earth.
Excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing your conversation, and I didn't mean to throw a wet blanket over proceedings, but unfortunately, he is the only man on Earth.
You've got to be kidding.
I wish I was. Make my life a whole lot easier.
He's it?
A small flaw in the master plan?
There are no other males.
Not one.
But he's...
The moron?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
It's not bad to look at.
Well, no, but looks aren't everything.
Well, that seals it. Even if not the male of the species. It was either him or the humorous ends right here, right now. Not even a chance.
Please, I really don't need the pressure.
Hey, maybe the humorous ending with you two isn't such a bad thing.
Isn't there anyone else we could come up with?
He might be the only man, but you're the only woman.
Talk about a lousy deal.
Maybe you're a bit harsh on him.
Maybe I was being a tad judgmental.
If the humorous is going to continue.
By the way, how does this whole future of mankind thing work anyway?
Well, it usually is the bottle of wine. And then some,
Really?
it's like starters.
Tell me more.
And then,
Oh! Oh! Oh!
and right about there, call the Lord's name.
And that's it?
Not exactly.
You've got to be kidding me!
No, that's how it works.
Something that big is going to come out of something this small? How could it not be incredibly painful?
Here's the look around here.
Well, whose great idea was it?
I'm a serpent, we lay eggs.
That was the first part. Wine and other stuff. The second part, not a chance.
Well, it's either that, or the humorous ends right here, right now. Your choice.
The things woman has to do. I'm afraid we got off to a bad start. Why don't we talk? I can tell you a little something about me, and you can tell me a little something about you. Probably very little. Why don't I start, if that's all right with you?
And then we can propagate the species?
We'll see. Now, what can I tell you about myself? I'm smart. I know that it can be a little off-putting, but it's the truth. I'm a fountain of knowledge. For instance, I know that 1 + 1 = 2.
Under the right circumstances, 1 + 1 can equal 3.
Never mind.
On the house.
Where was I?
You were being smart.
Yes, smart. I know that the sun is the center of our solar system, and the sky is filled with billions of stars, planets, pulsars, novas, and supernovas.
I can lift heavy rocks.
Yes, you said that. I know how grass grows, why it gets dark at night, where rain comes from, and what causes volcanoes.
I once killed an animal with my bare hands.
How charming. I know that pi is the ratio between the radius of a circle and its circumference, that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and that bodies in motion tend to stay in motion.
We can put our bodies
And
in
bodies
motion.
in rest tend to stay.
Oh.
I know that water is 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. I know that...
I can lift heavy rocks.
You do have a very nice physique.
But I think my butt's too big.
No, you have a very nice butt.
You're just saying that.
No, the first time I saw you, I said to myself, nice butt.
But I'm too hippie.
Don't say that. You should have higher self-esteem.
I'm not smart like you.
Who is? But you do have other very admirable and useful qualities.
Why? Just because I can lift a heavy rock?
That can be very useful in situations where heavy rocks need to be lifted. And you can kill animals. You said so yourself.
Big deal.
It's a very big deal if you're hungry and in the mood for some honey-braised animal.
It must be good to know the things that you know.
Well, knowledge is power.
What's power?
It's the ability to control things. The forces of nature. The world around you. The inhabitants of that world.
Wow. And you can do all that?
Yes, I can.
Because you're smart?
That and because I'm a woman.
You said that you and I are the same.
Not exactly.
I don't understand.
Well, it's nothing to worry your pretty little head about.
How can I be smart? Know about 1 + 1 and the grass and the stars and controlling things. I'd like to have power.
But then, who would look after the children? You?
Children?
You do want to have children, don't you?
You're going a little fast, aren't you?
You think so?
We've only just
And
met.
it's going so well, don't you agree?
But
What is it, Cupcake?
we haven't even talked about the future. about us, about a real commitment.
Why don't you let me worry about those things, and you worry about, well, being incredibly hot. Let's get out of here. I know a nice little place over in the land of Nod, just east of here.
I don't know.
Here, take a little sip of my drink. It'll help you relax.
Really?
Trust me.
Wow, that is good. 1 plus 2 equals 3. E equals MC squared. The square root of 81 is 9.
What happened to him?
Knowledge.
Knowledge?
This is great. You were right. Knowledge is power.
And you have to say about power.
It corrupts. And absolute power.
Corrupts, absolutely.
You knew this was going to happen, didn't you? You planned it.
There's 16 ounces in town. My partner's in the
Where are you going?
out
Where?
to kick some ass. To gain dominion over all the creatures of the earth.
Well, when are you back?
I'll be back when I'm back. For God's sakes. There's something about your hair.
We're doomed.
Time to think. This is only the beginning.